What's going on, family? Welcome to the segment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone. All right, you guys. So the question for today is this. Do you guys believe in the idea of the one? Do you guys believe in the idea of the one? Like what romantic partner?
By the one. Are you saying, me speaking from a spiritual background or being a Christian, I think that you can find somebody that aligns with your purpose and ask God to put his hands on that. Well, obviously you ask him permission. If you feel like this is somebody that goes with your your values, your morals, then you can go for that one. That could be the one for you. But I don't necessarily believe there's
So what
just
if I'm
this
not a
one
Christian?
person. Well, if you're not a Christian and you don't have the same and you don't have the same values, and you're not the one. That's it. That's all it is.
No, you say if you're Christian, you believe that you have the one, your one is out there, right?
No. I said for me.
For you.
For my background, I'm saying like as a Christian, I believe that if I pick somebody that I think I want to be the one for me, right? Let's say, for instance, I can pray about it and ask God for guidance, whether or not this is somebody that is the correct person for me after I analyze or assess their morals and see if they align with mine or align with my purpose. And then I believe that if based on my personal relationship, I can ask whether or not I should move forward, especially if it's going to be somebody that I marry or committed to for life, which is, I think everybody should probably date for that purpose. So then,
A strong opinion.
yes, it is a very strong opinion. But it's mine. Yeah. So that's what I believe in.
So
I don't believe there's that one person though, that it could just be somebody else, because multiple people can have the same values as you.
So in that case, if it's not
purpose.
one person, let's say that you married to this person and then another one of your people walk by, then
if you're locked in, you're locked in. Once it's the one and you already worked, you talked about it with God and you confirmed that this is the person that he think will be suitable for you, then that's it. You're locked in. There's no need to be looking. And that's why I don't believe in that just one person. You can make that decision and choose, hey, based on the values that I have, my understanding of what the Lord wants for me and my purpose, once that person comes along, I'm able to identify whether or not they're my one.
So if someone is a non-Christian, because you talk from a perspective of a religious perspective, someone is a non-Christian, they have someone out there? Is that how it works? Or there's someone out there for them that's going to come their way, or they don't have? I
don't know if I believe in I
don't think so.
You don't think what?
Because I don't feel, I personally don't believe everybody is meant to just be married, or maybe not everybody's meant to be married.
Marriage is not for everybody.
Marriage is not for everybody. I'm speaking from only my perspective and also the Christian perspective that is on top of that. So not everybody is meant to be married. So no, I don't believe in that one. I don't think so.
You believe in three.
What? Wow. What is Patricia up to, man?
Just like my sister just said off camera. I believe in the one now, the one later.
Oh my God.
The one after
that.
So in that case, there's somebody out there. Should we just wait for God to bring it to me, or I go get him or her? How does that work?
I think you're gonna come across them. And
how long do I wait?
Hard to believe.
How long do I wait?
Wait,
it's
hold
hard
on. What do you mean by you go out there and find them? Because that's another thing that I want to.
What do you mean? The same way you go get them. I mean,
what if the one is in Japan or something?
Right.
Well, what do you mean? If the one is in Japan,
then you're gonna have something that attracts you to go to Japan,
based on
so
what
you can
guys
meet
are
them.
saying. That the spirit is gonna lead me to that same point. That's what you guys are saying.
Well, that could be a thing.
That could be a thing. What if God had already matched you in heaven?
But I also don't believe you sit at home.
What now?
I also don't believe you sit at home, you don't go out, you don't do anything, and then the one's just gonna come at your door and God is just gonna.
It can happen.
Yeah, so I don't believe in that.
Anything can happen. I do believe you can sit at home and the one knock your door, deliver your package, and you find out the FedEx guy is actually your future husband.
Well, I'm glad you're not in the market. So it's easy to say that when you're already taken. You wouldn't say that if you weren't. Okay, I don't believe that there's.
Not the FedEx. Well, nothing wrong with the FedEx guy, but come on.
I
But no, you said it can't happen if you're at home.
I mean, I don't believe in that mentality.
Okay.
As a
Yeah.
whole,
Well, yeah,
where
you're
people
right.
feel like, I'm just gonna be here.
Yeah.
And then I believe that God is just gonna deliver my husband. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pray. And my husband's gonna come sometime tomorrow or the next week, and they just sit here not doing any work. It's kind of like the same thing of faith without work, right?
think it's there's a lot of people in your environment that you can like.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in your environment that you could find to be good business partners. Well, I say business partners because I always look at relationship as a business. Someone that I can build something with.
Right.
It happens to be who do you get to first? You got to that person first.
Timing.
The timing, the environment, and all these things. I don't buy the notion that this guy was created for this girl, and this girl is in Japan. This guy is in the United States, and somehow there's a lot of people who were created for a lot of people. So out of all the people that was created for you, then you choose one to be in a relationship with. The one by proximity, by a lot of things. But this notion that it's one guy that's somewhere in Afghanistan, that's my person, I think that's a bunch of BS, Bachelor of Science, that is when I say BS.
Yeah, there is a movie about that a while back. It came out. Like you have that, everybody has like a special match. And then they found out there was a glitch. Like one person has been, one person are having they're having like several matches, but the company who's controlling the thing is not revealing the other match. Like, so it was never like the one true match. It's like you can be matched with like 5 people, and then they only give you the one person that show up on your watch or something. So like it's like the whole world was being duped, and it was like a big conspiracy. It was a really nice movie.
Funny thing is, I like when Christian folks.
Y'all Christian folks.
As if you're not one of them.
Well, the thing yes, of course I am, but I don't. There are things that you guys do, I don't do it the same way. I believe in more of a proactive Christianity, meaning that you tell me everything that I touch shall turn into prophetic gold, and I just go touch things. Because you already promised me that if I touch it, it's going to turn into gold. I don't ask you, should I touch it? Because you already told me, you give me the authority to touch this. So it's more of a proactive practice of religion than.
So I have a question with that.
I feel ordered. I believe that too.
Yeah, but I
feel for people who truly study the Bible understand that notion.
That's true.
But the people who passively hear about what the word says, they're waiting for that thing to happen.
Yeah.
Well, but that was the Christianity that was given to you.
I have a question then.
What?
So let's say you find somebody and for some reason or whatever, there's some obstacle where you guys are not aligned, but you just have that attraction and that's the person that you want to choose, right?
Okay.
And for some whatever reason, that's it. Do you feel like because God or the Bible is to tell you that, hey, if you're in this, it's already blessed, right? And you wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah.
That no matter what happens, even if there's a
turn it
divorce,
the blessing
after
the blessing move with
you,
me.
with me,
Isaac.
So that means
wherever
it's
I am.
but what if there's like, for instance, people get into bad marriages, and who you marry
divorce-
can either
you divorce
make
the
or
person.
break you.
You divorce the person.
Okay, so but you don't
And
believe
you
that this.
take your blessing with
What
you.
if?
I take the blessing.
What if? do you feel like maybe that could have been? Some people might feel that as well. Maybe that was supposed to be a good
That
decision.
wasn't.
No,
Yeah, maybe it
because-
wasn't God ordained.
Well,
Wasn't
because
God.
here's the
God
thing.
ordained. That's why it
Because
didn't
Christians
work out.
misunderstand Christianity. You can be put in a situation just for a specific lesson.
Oh,
So
okay.
now,
Okay.
and life has courses, life have classes,
Yeah.
and
Right.
different things.
Right.
Now, I may put you here for a specific mission to learn a specific lesson. Now, I just want you to learn that lesson, then you're ready for the next course. So there are prerequisites to things. So we must embrace it as that I was put in that situation so I can learn a specific lessons in order to prepare me for the next course that life is bringing forward.
Okay.
That's the way of thinking.
Okay. That's good. I appreciate that train of thought, but also too, do you feel like we must go through certain hard decisions or hard things all the time in order for us to learn?
I'm not saying that's what it is, but
no, I
No,
mean,
no, I know it's not what it is,
like
but you know, some
billions
people
and
might
things
be
like
like, well,
that.
I'm
But
just gonna
no.
do this. If it works out, it works out. You know, like just
No,
be
that's
careless.
randomness.
Well,
That's
that's
not
stupidity.
choosing
That's
somebody
stupidity.
with
It's
That's
like, well,
not-
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm saying just to avoid those people. Obviously, you don't think that way.
That's
But I'm
stupidity.
saying there are people out there that literally, because of that specific statement, they just take it as literal. Where, well, I just get in it, and I'm the blessing. So if something happens, then it's just it wasn't meant to be, or whatever it is to them. It's kind of like whatever. I'll learn my lesson and move on. And then they keep learning lessons with bad partners, bad choices.
I mean, they're not really learning
And
because
that's
if you
they're
keep
not learning.
if
It's
you
not.
keep
They
going through
think
the
it's
same
learning.
thing over, then you
Right.
haven't learned what you need
Exactly.
to
Obviously, you're
learn.
not
Exactly.
learning.
Yeah.
Exactly. But they go through that cycle, right? They're really not learning anything. It's a mistake that happened. They don't take it as that. They see it as making bad choices, and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
So it's crazy to think that there's one person here for this person.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on now. Let's be number one. For that to happen. If you have 50 guys in the world, you have to have 50 females at the same time because it's one person for you. It's
Yep.
one person. All right.
Yeah.
And then don't you better don't die now. If you die, then
Don't get sick.
I mean, if
Because
you
I'm
die
getting
now, all of
married.
a sudden, your person down there over there in Japan
Yeah.
cannot have you anymore.
Right.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
Some
that makes
stuff
no
just don't make sense.
I think it's almost like what we said with friendship when we did that episode too. I mean, that one will have to be somebody that can grow
Yeah.
wherever you're going because
going.
it's not like a static thing because that
Mhm.
one person you meet today it's
Exactly.
gonna have to change tomorrow.
Exactly.
And if you're not changing at the same
Exactly.
time, and then automatically you have like this break, whether you're
Exactly.
together or
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So you have to evolve. If you can evolve together, then you're not the one.
Right.
And you're never gonna find that out. That's another thing. That's the mystery
never gonna
about
find
life.
Some people don't.
You never
Some
find
people
out
not
on
gonna
day
be in a
one.
relationship. It is
You know,
what it is.
They
And
what?
There is that too.
They don't belong.
some people
Yeah.
don't belong in a
In a
relationship.
relationship.
And
It is.
some people has nothing to offer.
Yeah. Because I know people who have met multiple ones.
They have met multiple ones.
Yeah, met multiple ones being proposed to. I mean, you know who that was the one, and then it's not the one. But we know it's a fear coming from that person. But
Mhm.
I mean, had that person went into those relationships, you would have think, oh my God,
That would
you
have been
know,
the
they're
one.
perfect together. And
So
it's like
cute.
every time I thought, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is perfect.
But it's not.
we need to embrace the notion that there can be many one. Meaning that the one.
Just not together.
I was just about to say, just not at the same time.
well,
As long as it's not at the same
Well, if-
time.
This is not
meaning
Abraham here.
that we need to stop thinking that there's that one guy out there, one girl out there for me.
Mhm.
Now this one, I get this one. It happens to work with me and for me. Then
Right.
it works.
Mhm.
Exactly.
But if for any reason, in that case, when someone's spouse passed away, then you would find
You
somebody
will
else
never find
because
the
there was
love.
only one.
Mhm.
Come on now, that's just nonsense that people
So
put
I
out there.
guess
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
make sense, guys.
Yeah,
You
but
don't-
I mean, but at the end of
The
the
one
day,
doesn't make
The one
sense.
doesn't make sense.
but at the end of the day, like we say every time we do the show,
Right.
we are not here to convince you to be this or that. You do whatever the hell that works for you at the end
That's
of the
right.
day.
Period.
That's it.
Okay, nobody's here to convert you into any religion or political party. What we want to understand is to promote you. You do what works for you, as long as it's not a detriment to the society that you live in.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's basically, why do I care if you practice
Don't
this
meet
or
the
not?
one.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
That's true.
I don't really care.
Marry 5 people if you want
That's
to.
the life you want. That's not my problem. That is not my
It's your business.
You know, and I think we could
mind your
No,
wellness
you should
because
not
it's
do
your
that
best.
though. By the way, you should not do that.
but I think we'll be at peace with
But what about the people that are in their culture? That's okay.
Multiple wives. Actually, how about sister wives?
Yeah,
you know?
there are people in that culture. That's what works for them.
Yeah,
we don't believe in that.
It's just such a weird thing.
We don't believe
like
in that.
one
Personally,
guy before his performance kissing his wife. Like, you're sure I'm coming back.
I honestly feel like those wives are really not okay. They're just pretending. But that's my opinion.
That's
my
a
opinion,
very unfair opinion. You don't know that. They might say you're not okay.
They might be happy.
They might be happy, but it's just my opinion.
I mean, that's not.
They might just be like accepting of it because that's the norm for them.
But it's not even like women are doing that too. I think there was a case I saw. Multiple husbands. I've seen.
Oh, really?
I mean, not multiple, two husbands. I saw it.
Really?
There was
interesting.
Yeah. And
anyway, I think we need to start accepting people for who they are. I do not want to put my values or beliefs on you. I want to promote you to be you.
Amen.
That's basically what it is.
Amen.
All right, y'all, that's my time for today. Don't forget to answer that same question. Do you believe in the idea of the one? I will see you guys next time, and make sure you forget the next episode of the Mind Your World podcast. Peace.